Good afternoon and welcome to Williams Dog Training Company. We're here today with Fred and Nala, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today is Nala's ability to understand and respond to her obedience commands, the corrections and motivations we give her while we are working with her, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he's going to keep the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, leaving his left hand free to give the correction. The correction that we give is a tug and let go on the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Nala's been fitted with her own personal training collar, and we'll show you how to properly use this during your one-on-one lesson. As you can see, Nala is seated nicely on Fred's left, which is where all our obedience training is done. The first command they're going to demonstrate is heeling, which is proper walking on a leash. Fred and Nala take off doing that now. The command is Nala, heel, and then you start walking, and she'll fall right in line on your left-hand side and walk at your pace. And we've also incorporated our sit into this, so anytime Fred stops his feet, Nala will sit. And there it is right there. Now if she does try to pull ahead or lag behind, you say no, give a tug and let go correction, and repeat your command to heel and start walking again. Now the next command they'll demonstrate is the stay command, which is a hand and voice command. Fred will use the open flat of his left palm an inch or so from Nala's muzzle and the one-word command to stay. He walks out to the end of the training leash. It's a great exercise to build up some self-control in Nala. You want to start practicing this one at about a minute and work your way up in increments to about 3. Now when Fred returns back to Nala, he's going to walk all the way around her, providing an added distraction as he goes behind her, and right back to that left-hand side heel position. She remains seated throughout. He gives her a little praise and they take off heeling again. I'll show you a little more of the heel sit and stay. There's that automatic sit. He gives her the stay again, and back out to the end of the training leash. Now this time, instead of returning back, he'll demonstrate the come or recall command. He calls her in using her name in a nice voice, and she'll come and sit right in front of him. Then we have an exercise called the finish. He's going to heel her right around the back of him to get her right back to his left-hand side heel position, and she sits. Demonstrate that one more time. Leave her in a sit stay out to the end of the training leash. And he's going to call her in using her name in a nice voice. And she'll come and sit right in front of him. And then the finish, he heels her right around the back of him to get her right back to his left-hand side heel position, and she sits. Nicely done. He gives her a little praise, and they're off again. It's a good time to remind you want to work with Nala about 15 to 20 minutes a day, giving her just her own time, as I know she has a brother as well. But you want to reinforce the commands so they'll be fresh in her mind. You can practice with her inside or outside your home, and just incorporate the commands into your daily routine. Next we'll show you our down commands. The first is down from a heel position. Fred will use the open flat of his left palm straight down to the ground and the one-word firm command to down. Stay. He then gives her a stay and walks out to the end of the training leash. It's another great exercise to build up that self-control in Nala. Start practicing this one at 3 minutes and work your way up in increments to about 5. Now when Fred returns back to her, he's going to walk all the way around her as he did on the sit stay and right back to that left-hand side heel position. She remains in the down throughout. She gets a little praise and they take off heeling again. I'll show you that down command one more time when they come back around. Now you see Nala is doing very well, but if for any reason she doesn't respond to one of your commands, it's important to follow through. So the first word out of your mouth is always no, followed by a tug and let go correction, and then you want to repeat your command. And he's going to give her the down again, and a stay, and back out to the end of the training leash. Now this time he'll demonstrate that come or recall command right out of the down position. And she comes in, tail wagging, and she'll sit in front of him. And then the finish, he's going to heel her right around the back of him and get her right back to his left-hand side heel position. And she sits. Okay, we'll give them a second to get lined up for our final command, which will be down from a distance. Now this will be the down from a distance. You're going to have her in a sit, give her a stay, walk out to the end of the training leash. It's the only time you're going to use your right hand to give the command, and Fred will drop her into a down from the end of the training leash. She started to come in, so he gave a no and repeated the command, and she went right down. He then returns back to her once again by walking all the way around and right back to that left-hand side heel position. Nicely done. Alright, we've demonstrated a few of the obedience commands we've worked on with Nala here at school. It's been a pleasure working with Nala, and we thank you again for choosing Williams Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer.